Let's go.
Thursday 2nd, 2042. The world outside is full of famine and war. In here, old films play, showing what I used to feel and experience.
Blue. It's the colour of perfection, patience and peace. It's also the colour of our people. So join our strong forces as we find ways to tackle red extremists from taking our land. The land we grew up in, the land of our people. Let's stop this, together. Join the Blue Blight Army Services and let's stop red extremists from taking what's ours. Because red extremists will stop at nothing to take our homes, our land and our rights. So together, we can keep supporting our people and the fight to our freedom and our land. Blue Blight Army, join now. Call 069 546 32.
Due to the red extremists taking over the North Quarter, we have put everyone in lockdown for a space of 4 hours. Please do not attempt to leave this building, as you may put yourself and others in danger.
Are we stuck in here for 4 hours?
Seems so. Don't know why you're so surprised. Aren't you used to this?
Yeah, well, I'm a blue, obviously. I've never been in a lockdown without my family or friends. I'm safe, I'm sound, I'm fine. I'm safe and sound, I'm fine.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just worried about my family.
Don't worry. Blue side's strong. Your family will be alright, trust me.
I hardly even know you to trust you.
We're on the same side. I'm not going to hurt you. Promise.
Okay.
Okay, just breathe in, right? Yeah, breathe in and then breathe out. 3 seconds. Yeah, and just keep doing that. Okay?
How are you good at that?
Oh, my little brother suffers from anxiety attacks, so especially, during lockdown and isolation periods.
Oh.
What's your name? I forgot to ask.
It's Emma. What's yours?
James.
It's nice to meet you, James. And thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Where do you live? In the blue side, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, no, I live in the balcony north quarters.
Oh. Wow. Nice area. Very nice area. I was looking forward to Notting Hill. It used to be my favourite film when I was a kid.
Well, it is on every Thursday, so you can just come back next week.
You come here a lot then?
Every day.
Dedication.
Oh. Seems like no one else is ever going to watch a movie ever again, apart from me. If anything, we're lucky to be walking down the street to a cinema. No guards, no border patrols. I mean, the Reds, they don't have shops, don't have cinemas, they have nothing except the houses on their side. I mean, last I heard, they were trying to rush the border. shoving kids to the front.
That was a few months ago now. I think you've been in here a little too long.
Anyway, let's get back to a topic I do know about.
Films?
Yeah, exactly. So, why Notting Hill is a favourite?
Because I always found my personality and life in the William Thacker of the world. Like, he let Anna feel seen in the claustrophobic world that she lived in.
Well, if you're William, does that make me Anna?
Or the flatmate.
Very funny.
What did you do before all this then?
I was a trainee soldier.
But you haven't fought?
No. No, they didn't want a higher blue in combat. Said it'd give the fighting an unfair advantage. Plus, anyway, look at me. Can't hurt this face. Ah, sorry, that was out of line.
Could they bring you in now?
Yeah, but it's unlikely. I mean, we've practically won. So.
If I had to know something about you, what would it be?
That I am never who people perceive I am.
Oh, really? So, how do I get to know the true you?
Without the war, I wanted to be a writer. I wanted people to feel seen and heard through my words.
What makes you, you?
What are you, an interviewer? I think I am driven by my heart, not my head. I am fearless and I take leaps and risks to feel alive. And
I've never needed to worry, really, even through all this. But if I was to be honest, I'd say I have a fear of being a bystander. That's why I escape from reality, because I don't feel enough and useful within the present, but in the past I felt alive, I felt seen. And I hold on to that. This place makes me feel alive in who I used to be. Somebody people wanted. Bet it looks like I'm a coward, just sitting by.
no, I don't believe you're a coward. I think you need to start finding your presence in the future. Making a difference so that we can get back to where we were that doesn't involve fighting.
Like what?
Like coming here and meeting you.
Thank you for cooperating during this difficult time. The lockdown is now lifted.
Well, I better go make sure my family's safe.
Yeah, best check on him. Emma, wait.
What?
Same time next week?
It depends if I'd actually get to see the film and not be locked down for 4 hours.
Oh, all right. Is my company not good enough?
No, it is. It's just such a risk coming here. I would have liked to have actually seen the film.
Wait, what's that red mark? That's dangerous around here. What's that red mark?
Come on. You know exactly what it is.
Why would you risk coming here?
Because I can't just live my life surviving for food. I want to live my life surviving for experience. Meeting wonderful people. I'm gonna go. It's gonna get dark soon and that'll be hard getting under the wire.
I could report you.
You wouldn't.
How'd you know?
Promise me, you won't become completely blind to the world around you.
It was amazing because I think because of everything that BFI provided, and then having these two amazing actors. I mean, as a writer, director, and then someone else who was also hands-on with the equipment, I felt like a kid in a candy shop. and you can tell everyone else felt the same. It was yeah. I'm JJ. I'm the co-writer, co-director.
Hi, I'm Liv. Created the idea and then I co-directed it and co-wrote it.
I'm Alina. I'm the co-writer, editor, producer, costume designer, part of the costume department, and I was also on sound for Blinding Blue.
I'm the DP. I control the cinematography, and during the post-production, I also did color grading.
I pitched the idea to the group, and it was sort of came from the idea. It solely started with the idea of like finding cinema as like a takeaway from the world. It's like its own world, and it's something you can shut off reality from. And I think that's sort of then developed into two polar opposite characters and bringing in like a dystopian world outside. That sort of got put into development.
What we all liked about that though is because after the last 2.5 years we've had, and once cinemas opened, it was God sent when cinemas opened.
Originally, I think I saw them as friends. They sort of developed it into sort of a romantic one-sided love, and we sort of like explored those avenues within that.
It's a dystopian sci-fi concept, but that's what's so good about it, because you can zoom in and just focus on these two human characters, because the sci-fi politics of it is there, but you care so much more about the connection between these two characters, and then that development.
I was just gonna say, like, my favorite shot is like gonna be the overhead shot. Like that was my favorite from like the discovery.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, and it was lovely to see how that started as well as just Cho drawing these two. Like,
just random.
It just looks like two like Twitter profile picture looking things. And then we go in, and then we finally get to see the space. We see this would be the perfect place to film that. When we got to doing the shot list as well, it was great with all the post-it notes, wasn't it? The huge post-it notes.
I love post-it notes.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shots were taken, mainly like close-up shots. We try to capture the specific moments, and like some insert shot of like how like for example like popcorns and stuff, they could foreshadow the whole storyline and just everything. We kind of capture those moments and just try and get those emotional feelings. Kind of connects with the audience as well.
Well, as was mentioned like earlier, when we were talking about what concepts don't work and don't work, like coming out stories, which was what was mentioned, but even just the subject of love, it's a deeply personal thing, and it's great that you can communicate that through things like close-up shots.
I love the scenes that we got when he's walking up the stairs, and we actually have the camera pan from like the stairs from where he's walking in, and then you can see him walking up. And I think that part was like a really good shot that we got.
And that was like the most fun part of it. I think definitely probably for me and Olivia was that it was quite clear at one point, oh shit, we only have a very, very tight time frame, and we have three or four scenes to film, because we thought it was one scene, and then you flick through the script that we wrote the script, but
And you
for
didn't
some reason,
realise.
yeah, we'd forgotten that this is about 5 scenes, this.
Yeah.
And so we think, okay, no. These two could be one scene. This can be a voiceover over a montage. It'd be good. It'd be fine.
That we filmed it, like we production over like 5 days, but we did 1 day filming, and
Yes.
the idea of like the montage came up, like that was something that wasn't written in the original script or any of the drafts. So that was sort of
that was
just on the spot.
Yeah, that was Z's,
Yeah,
wasn't
it
it?
was due because of our because we had spent so much time getting the right shots and angles for previous scenes that we decided that a montage scene would be the best with a voiceover for the rest of it, so we can put over them on top of the montage scene, and that would like instead of filming all these separate scenes, it'd be just one scene. The costumes and what they wore throughout the scene to like show what side they're on. Well, at the start, everyone thinks that she's a blue, and then you kind of see her character, and people are kind of able to predict that she's not anymore. And that she's really just an imposter.
Like, because like Rachel's outfit as Emma was so blue compared to Kylie who played James, I also feel like because she was so blue, it also gave Emma sort of as the character that she's overthought the idea of how she needed to like mask who she actually was and like the effort and extent she went to. So that actually was like it really worked.
And then it was even the just that part where she wears his coat at the end. Like we didn't plan that. We were just on the day like that'd be cute. And Viv, our producer, she was the resident shipper, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And that's a real credit to like you guys' dialogue, in that she fully fell in love with this fictional couple to the extent that she was then talking about the actors as if they were the characters falling in.
We can tell that the characters were very connected. I feel like when we did the casting, we kind of focused a lot towards like the body language and the facial expression, everything during the casting session. It was kind of a bit hard because we were in a Zoom call.
Yeah.
However, we kind of just we knew that they were the one. You know what I mean? Well. Just the chemistry during the production. It was so easy to film. Like you had as a director, Olivia, she barely had to tell them you need to do this, you need to do that.
Made our job very easy,
it made our job way easier, and we didn't struggle. We didn't it didn't delay any production. It was right on time.
Because I think that worked so well, because I think one thing we were thinking of was the way we'd written it was that Rachel goes from not Rachel Emma testimony to how well she did it, I guess. But so Emma is she doesn't trust him. He is on the opposite side to her being there, she's in danger. But then we cut immediately to her laying down, trusting him, being somewhat comfortable. And in theory that wouldn't work. That shouldn't work. That's there's like a whole few scenes of character development that then should have been there, but because these two already had that chemistry, it just worked.
It worked well.
It just worked.
Definitely.
I
feel like there were so moments I was just like really excited by what we'd sort of like created throughout the day, and I remember like JJ came over to me and he's like, I really like how she said that line, and you were really excited, and I was like, that's really like good to see, because we were all sort of like, I think we all
the same thing.
We all had like our own experiences throughout filming it. Like we all had certain moments where you're like, maybe should we shoot this at a certain angle, and we all had like a similar picture of how we wanted it to turn out. At the end of the day,
we were all on the same page. We were on the same goal. We know, focusing on specific things. And it worked well because we there was a few during the production. We kind of grouped up together and we kind of just brainstormed ideas rather than just talking to each one person at a time. It's better to just group up, and then we kind of just discussed about it, and it worked well because we actually like when we discussed about it together, we kind of just agreed on, like, there was no like hard feeling, or there was no like you know.
So that's the end of our round table.
Turning over.
Sound speed, camera speed.
Sound speed.
Split the 2, take 4.
Action.
Let's go.